Okay, everybody, we're back after some technical mishaps on our voyage on the Naviglio, and it's my mistake because I left the hangout open back at the house, and it was blue boxed on my. That's why everybody was seeing my office at the back at the house. But now we're back in action, and we're gonna pick off where we left off. So we're basically walking down here, and I'm gonna switch around. And Betty is going to show us a little bit of the market.
Let's see what we have here.
Hold on a second. So what do we have here? You go in front of the camera, Mary, because you can go off a little bit. Okay, okay. So now this is like the peak hour of the market. And here we have a whole collection of old phones that date back probably back from the 30s and 40s, from what I assume. Isn't that great?
I'm just curious, how much would one like that cost?
I'll tell you a price in a second. Ma quanto vengono i telefoni?
Dai 30 euro in poi.
30 euros, 30 to 600 euros. That's the range that we have.
Wow.
Okay, so now we're going to just keep going because obviously we had to switch from mic. Betty was mic'd up, and now she's with me on the hangout going down the road.
You see, this is a very popular area because in the evening it's full of cafe and bars and restaurants. So young people in Milan have been hanging out here for years and years and years.
Let's switch back to us so you can see us a little bit. 1 second. Okay. Yeah, here we are. So obviously the place is packed with also outdoor cafes, which we can show you in a second here. It's quite a happening on a Sunday, on the last Sunday of every month. So we have, you know, there's wine bars, and there's a lot of great stuff. And then let's get closer to see some more furniture, because that might be the most interesting thing for everybody. And we're going to interview some people pretty soon. Let me just switch back. Okay. And Betty wants to highlight, she just pulled me, she wants to highlight some things over here.
What I like the most are furniture from the 50s, and 60s, and 70s.
Now, obviously, everybody's looking at us going like, what the hell are these people doing with a... What are they filming?
And also, this was the area for the thrift shops and the second-hand store for clothes. You see?
So that one coat would look good on Nazim. That zebra.
The zebra, right?
The zebra one would be, yeah, definitely be a highlight.
I like that fur one too. That would look good.
But you know that when we got married, he was wearing a golden jacket. So it's not so far from the zebra jacket.
Okay. Now let's try to see. We had highlighted somebody that wanted to be interviewed from us, and let's see if we can locate him
And
down.
also, what I like very much are one theme item.
Here we go. Okay. Beautiful sunny day over here in Milan, and I mean we were kind of concerned about the temperature and also the rain, but we've been very lucky. So here's the guy we're going to interview, but right now I think he's in the middle of a sale. Let's see if we can get him interrupted. Here he is. Vai. Attenzione, attenzione.
Ti possiamo fare una domanda?
Sì,
Volevamo sapere da quanto tempo tu fai questo lavoro?
decina d'anni.
So he's been doing this stuff for 10 years, for the last 10 years, as we see somebody checking out the furniture.
Ma è un lavoro ereditato dalla famiglia o hai
Sì,
iniziato
anche in qualche modo sì. Sì, sì, è abbastanza ereditario.
Okay, so he's basically got, the family has been involved in the business. I don't want to interrupt the sale here because, please go ahead, please go ahead.
So he has what I like and what our house is tough with. Tables from the 40s and from the 50s, armchairs, and all the lamps. I love all these things.
Now he's really got quality stuff. Let's not interrupt the lady. So, grazie. Because look at check out the stuff that this. I mean, we're looking at 1950 stuff. You know, really. Can you ask him where he got this stuff?
He might have got it in Newark, actually.
At the old airport.
Sure, it looks like my grandmother's old coffee table.
I was just gonna say there was a cabinet there with those sliding doors. It looked like my grandparents' old telephone TV.
Okay, now we're going to go on to this very interesting guy that he was kind of friendly too, and he had some really fantastic stuff. Let me see if we can highlight him. Whoa, dude! Somebody trying to knock over our unit here. Okay, it's gotten really packed. Okay, look at this for example. If you're into like old things from the war, you know, modeled World War II replica stuff. This lady is in charge of that, so you know she's doing that. And look at the sort of helmets that she has. Helmets. So there's a whole variety of different items on this Naviglio thing.
Hey, don't pass
market.
the vases. Let's look at the vases and stuff a little bit.
You want to see the vases? Okay, the vases. Okay. And the furniture. Well, the guy's having a smoothie. Yeah.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Wow.
We asked him how he manages not to be robbed because when it gets very crowded, it can be dangerous. He says at the end of the day, there's always something missing.
Yeah.
So theft seems to be quite a big issue because there is a lot of people here. C'è tanta gente veramente.
What are those? What are all those little things? Are they jewelry?
This is jewelry. This is silver jewelry.
That's why I asked him, because these are the small things that are easier to be stolen. Ma non si sviluppa una specie di psicologia del ladro? No. I asked if being on the market all the time, you don't develop like a thief psychology, so you understand before
who the person
who's going to be the pickpocket. That he manages.
Grazie, molto gentile, gentilissimo. Okay. Now this is a very interesting stand. This is one of my favorites, and this guy basically sells signage from the 1950s and 1960s, and he has a really great display. And let's see if we can interrupt him for a second because he's talking to somebody. Okay. Let's see if I can get him to answer some questions here. Nah, he's talking with a salesperson, but we'll hold on for a second.
Buongiorno, possiamo fare una domanda? Come le è venuto in mente di cominciare questa collezione di lettere?
Sono andato a vedere il mercato delle pulci di Parigi, ho visto che le vendevano e ho cercato di comprarle anch'io.
There you go. So the inspiration for what he's been doing over here comes from the Paris market, because he said, I went to the Paris market, and that's where I saw that people were selling signage going back, to the 1950s and 1960s. Ma c'è un periodo particolare? Anni 50, 60?
Qui vanno dagli anni 50 agli anni 80. Sì.
50.
Sono anche quelle più vecchie, ma costano molto e sono difficili da trovare.
Perfetto. Di quanti anni è qua il mercato?
Qui è perlomeno 28 anni che
28 years that he's been coming to this market. That he's been doing this. È il suo preferito qua in Italia?
Sì, c'è questo e c'è quello di Torino, anche molto bene.
There you go, Lisa. So there is a market in Turin that he goes to.
Oh, right.
La seconda domenica.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
So this is the last Sunday of the month, and in Turin they do it the second Sunday of the month.
Let me try to switch over and see if I can get us off. Okay, now there we are. So so this is so he basically also has a market in Turin that goes in Turin. That's the second Sunday of every month.
Ancora una domanda, ma la gente che espone qua di solito ha anche un negozio o un magazzino?
Ma ci sono certi che hanno il negozio come me, che io ho il negozio a Torino, e altri che invece fanno solo mercato.
Solo mercato.
Cioè, io ho anche il negozio.
Perfetto.
So we asked him if he also has a store, and he said he has a store in Turin, but some of the people that is exposing their goods here don't have a shop. They just do markets all over Italy.
Molte grazie, gentilissimo. Let's keep going. Okay, does anybody have any questions on the... I think we might have lost most of the people switching over to events, but hey, you know, it happens.
We have lots of comments. Everyone's saying it's really beautiful. I didn't bring up the comment tracker because we've not had reshares for the
No. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Let me ask a question to you guys in the guest panel that are helping us out today. Your favorite markets that you've encountered around the world?
Oh, wow.
Aslan, there must be something in your neck of the woods, and also I would imagine Lisa.
Mine is always food related. I love the Asian night markets, food night markets. Is that what you call them? Yeah. So you find them all over Singapore, Malaysia, Japan, China. They all have night markets and where they concentrate on food. I love those.
Excellent.
I think one of the favorites we had was in Nice. We went to an outdoor food market, and they had all kinds of spices and just.
Actually, we were actually there yesterday in the ship. We were there yesterday.
So this year we're going to do some markets from. We haven't done the food market yet because Betty said to me, you know, I think the antique market is a good one to start out with, to test out the mobile. You know, mobile is especially today. There's a lot of people, so moving around is quite an issue. But
also, you know, vegetables and fruit are much better in spring and summertime. So now it looks all the same. It's not colorful like in springtime.
I was just thinking, you're talking about markets. So when you go to the Middle East, I mean Morocco, Turkey, they've all got these spice markets. They're fantastic.
Oh wow.
We're not big on spices, so.
We'll convert you. Give us enough time.
But I do enjoy when I go to Istanbul to visit my mother-in-law that lives in Istanbul. We always go to the spice market at least once or twice because I love it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, let's keep going, and in the meantime, I'm going to show. So we get to our next location where there was a girl that was willing to talk to us about, well, now she's packed. I don't know if she's willing to talk to us at the moment. She looks like she's quite...
She has...
Amazing glasses. Amazing glasses. Eccoci qua. Let me try to switch over, and we are live. So, there we go.
Volevamo chiederti, visto che tu sei una delle più giovani del mercato, se usi i social media per promuovere il tuo business. Aspetta che traduce la domanda.
Okay, let me translate. We're basically asking her, because she has a really fantastic layout with glasses from all different types of periods in the last, going back to the 40s, how she uses social media to promote the message. So that's...
Noi usiamo Facebook molto come metodo, diciamo, per vendere tramite internet e vorremmo fare un sito, però adesso non abbiamo ancora niente. Quindi...
Però forse Facebook basta e avanza per muovere un po' le cose.
Sicuramente sì, sì, è seguito da tante persone, quindi...
Funziona benissimo, benissimo.
Glielo devi tradurre.
Oh no, yeah, I gotta translate.
He forgets about you guys.
I gotta translate to everybody. So what she was telling us that they're thinking of doing a website also, but she says that Facebook works quite well as a promotional tool for social media. So it's quite interesting. ¿De cuánto tiempo siete qua? 10 years of being at this location. And in quanto a pubblico, stranieri, più italiani, a lot of foreign people coming to the stand to check out the glasses. Now I'm going to do a panorama on the glasses so you guys see what we're talking about.
Are they antiques, the glasses? Are they old glasses?
Sono anche pezzi antichi, chiedono.
Tutti i fondi di magazzino originali mai usati.
They are all from the back catalogs of old magazines, eyeglass companies that have never been used.
Wow.
These are from the 30s,
30s,
50s,
40s,
80 swatch.
Swatch collection from the 80s. These are the 50s.
Too cool. I get stuck there. I have 8 pairs of sunglasses.
I know. Grazie tantissimo, state gentilissimo. So that was quite interesting. You see, so that's what we're talking about, this market here, that is quite mixed in the sense that you get furniture, you get clothes, you get eyeglasses, you get just about everything. And there's
a lot of diversity in the we have a brocante market here in Valbonne, an antiques market, but it's really from the 1700s, 1800s. So this stuff is a lot more interesting. It's from
this one seems to be more varied, Lisa, in the sense that we have there's even people selling books and keys that go back to just keys that go back to probably the 1700s and stuff like that.
Why would the price buy an old key?
I don't know. There's collectors, and look at the ironing boards.
You should ask my
uncle.
He has entire walls full of old keys.
Wow.
So there is somebody that buys there.
I think it's wonderful because
also we have a cupboard from the 1700s in our living room, and if we lost the key into it,
yes,
right.
We've got chefs. Lisa wanted to say something.
Now, I was just going to say, I think the keys are wonderful because they all open something, and you just don't know what it is that they open. I think it's
very, very good point. It's kind of like the treasure hunt type of key issues here. So we have everybody's kind of staring at it, and now it's quite packed, as you can see. People are wondering what we're doing. Ciao. I say hello to them. We got some people here. Say hello to the people in the States, in America, and also on the European coast. Now, let me see we're starting to get towards the beginning, and this lady is quite interesting. I'm going to highlight her with her kobako, and this is all artifacts that come from. Wow, where do they? De dove arriva? Tibet and Nepal. So we're talking about not only things that are related to furniture, but also a lot of things that are related to other cultures from around the world. This is a very interesting.
My favorite Ganesh.
There's a Ganesh there.
Are they costly? I'm really curious.
Sì, non chiedo i prezzi, ma sono ranghi, costosi più o meno. Depende. She was very kind and says it depends on what you want.
I suppose if you have to ask, you can't afford it.
Exactly.
That's lovely.
Jewels from Tibet.
Jewels from Tibet and bracelets from Tibet. Buongiorno. Stiamo facendo una trasmissione con gli Stati Uniti sul mercato del Naviglio.
Voi viaggiate molto per recuperare.
Viaggiamo molto, ma viaggerei molto di più.
He said that they go to these countries 2 times a year, but he would like to go more often. He loves to travel.
Well, the pieces they have are really, really amazing. Beautiful. Complimenti, bellissimo. Grazie. All right. Okay, so let's keep going, and it's quite an extensive market. I mean, and look at this. Oh, this is quite interesting. We got Snow Dwarf, the dwarfs and Snow White. that is kind of like an outdoor setting, and then you got these fantastic wood presses that go back to I don't know when. I can't even imagine where they're from. And
the owner seems to.
The owner?
I guess he went to have a coffee.
So he left the stand unattended.
But I guess it's very heavy, so.
Well, I can't carry it.
I know, they're too big to steal. Okay.
Yeah.
And then this is quite interesting. You see, this is I think this might be a conversation piece, to say the least.
Oh.
It's a statue, but made out of wood, I assume. And he's got rugs, and he's got different stools. And then over on that end, I don't know if you can see it, there's the pharmacy sign. So,
Yeah. Oh, that's actually for sale.
that is for sale. That is an original pharmacy sign. È in vendita, giusto? Prezzo? Sì. 250 euros for the pharmacy sign, if anybody's interested.
Well, if they legalize marijuana in Florida, I might be interested in that sign.
Okay. Grazie. All right, so I think, how are we doing on time-wise here? Because we were running a half-hour show, but we got cut off a little bit.
Yeah, it's about 1 hour past me. So, well, Lisa, your time. What is it? Your time?
3:38.
Okay, so what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to find.
I think we've been going for about 20 minutes.
Okay, so I'm going to go to some sort of corner here where we can then switch back to us and close up the show.
Okay.
And let me see if I can. There was a girl. Betty wants to talk to this girl that was very friendly and had the hats, but I don't know if we're going to make it because she has some amazing hats, and Betty's like, well, you know, I got to talk to the.
Maybe you're going to buy one.
Yeah, I've got comment tracker up if we want to take some comments at some point.
Yeah, sure. Okay, great. So let's see a couple of comments. Thank you.
Right now? Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. So Debbie Davis, she brings up a comment about the keys. She says, I like the keys. They're pretty. I put them in frames arranged in interesting patterns. There you go.
That's a good idea.
That's a great idea. The keys were going for 10 euros each, which is about 12 bucks.
Okay.
And then also we got books for those interested in collecting books.
Yeah.
And now I think we're gonna, you know what, we're gonna close out the show with the girl from the hats, because I think she was quite interesting and she had a nice hat collection. We're almost there. In two seconds we'll be over. This is towards the end of the fair, where the fair ends, and you can see some real nice pieces regarding furniture that goes back to the 1950s. Beautiful stuff, really beautiful, great stuff.
Hey, Nazim, Lisa said she saw the tracks in the road. Is there a trolley or a train, something?
There is a trolley. There is a tram that passes through the area. That's what. Yeah, that is correct, Lisa. That's.
You know, Milan is very flat, so we still have the trams going.
Okay, we're almost close to the girl. Let me see here. And what I've noticed is that when we got here, it was not as crowded, but in the last half hour, it's really gotten packed. So it seems that people, you know, it's Sunday, they got out a little lunch with the family, and they're made it over here to. This is the cheaper section. Here we can still source stuff that we can kind of we can kind of afford. You know what I mean?
That's where I'll head to then.
Okay, hold on a second. There's your girl. There's your girl. Okay, we got her.
You imagine all those food blog photos we could have taken. We can take with all those things they're selling. Oh.
I know, it's like one big yard sale.
Okay, so this is one of Betty's favorite stands, and it's a good way to close out our adventure here in the antique market in Milan.
My girl is hiding.
Oh, look at all those fairy things.
Siamo di ritorno.
Siamo sul ritorno.
Volevo chiederti come è venuta l'idea di cominciare a collezionare questi accessori e queste pellicce vecchie.
Beh, queste sono in realtà un'attività che c'era già precedentemente, un'attività della cugina del mio compagno, e quindi è un'attività che semplicemente si è tramandata tutti qui, quindi è già un'attività che c'è da tanti anni, e poi noi abbiamo semplicemente proseguito di questo lavoro.
Quindi venivate già a fare i mercati da tanto tempo?
Noi abbiamo iniziato 12 anni fa, noi personalmente, per cui è una cosa che facciamo ce l'ho già da tanti anni.
Okay, so now I need to translate. Basically, what she says is that this is an activity that it's been in place for the last 12 years. She recovered it from her boyfriend's family, who had a factory that used to use, you know, all the sort of hats. And also we have on this side here, we have some very, very interesting glasses, original from the 1970s, 80s, and 90s. Scarves, and all sorts of stuff. And stata gentilissimo. Grazie, grazie. Okay, so now let's switch over to let me just switch over to us, and here we are. And we are basically going to go on a very nice little sidestep here, so we can get a little bit in the sun. Oh, finally, because it was starting to get a little bit cold. And let me see. All right. So that is a little quick impromptu visit of the antique market in the Naviglio from Casa Chiesi. Thank you very much, everybody, for getting up early, helping us out, and also the technical mishaps that we had. Thanks for hanging in there and staying to watch our show.
It's still a miracle to be able to do this, in my opinion.
I would also like to thank my panel and Aslan, Chef Dennis, Lisa Watson, and if you guys have anything to promote or to indicate for the next couple coming shows, I'd love to know what they're about. We all love to know what they're about.
Chef?
I'm bringing back our Around the Kitchen table on Wednesday, and we'll be starting that up again with Susan Sarah. That's about it.
That's great, great.
Lisa?
Well, you know I don't do the shows, but I'm just a perennial guest.
You know, Lisa, I'm gonna convince your husband to start doing some shows with us.
Lisa's a professional panelist on AZ Entertainment shows.
There you go.
I would, but I don't. I'm afraid.
Yeah. Her bandwidth. They live in. Do you live sort of in a mountainside or?
Yeah,
whatever.
We live in the middle of the forest. We live in the middle of a forest in a small village. So yeah. You can. What do you want?
Excellent.
I'm waiting for satellite.
Cool. I just bring this up, Nazim. Tosca Radigonda says, such memories watching you walk down the Naviglio. Did I say that right? In the winter light.
Yeah, you said that correctly. Well, Tosca probably hung out a lot with Betty here at the Naviglio.
She said she loved that market every last Sunday of the month. And
excellent. Thanks a lot, Tosca, for watching. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Okay, everybody. That's it from us over here in Italy, and thanks a lot for watching.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ciao a tutti.